Welcome to the Main Event Show podcast. I am your host, Mr. Main Event Sean B. And this is my very first podcast on wrestling reviews and TV shows and stuff, so bear with me here. And I would like to start off by saying I just got done finished watching NXT Takeover Dallas. I was going to start with WrestleMania, but I am a personal fan of NXT. Personally, I love the show. I love everything. I think it's way better than the main roster, to tell you the truth. So let's start off with the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson taking on American Alpha, Gable, and Jordan. Two of the hottest teams going today in NXT. This had great back and forth action, as I would suppose to expect from them, you know what I mean? They are two of the greatest technical teams in NXT right now. There was a part in the match where Dash Wilder went under the ring and tried to trick American Alpha, and he kind of did, you know? He wasn't the legal man, but he did go up for their tag team finisher, and Scott Dawson, well, let's just say he botched the hell of it, and the Dallas fans was not pretty kind to them, you know? He started saying, you fucked up, and I was just dying laughing right then and there. But Jordan makes a tag and spears Dawson, tags Gable in to tag their finisher, and they win the NXT Tag Team Championship. Congratulations, American Alpha. You guys rock. You guys are the shit, in my opinion. And I'm looking forward more to seeing what that American Alpha can do. Sorry, I'm a little excited. This is amazing. I can't believe what I saw in this pay-per-view. The main roster has some work to do with WrestleMania. Try to beat that. Triple H, you know what the hell you're doing with NXT. I give you props. Because, whew. The next match, Baron Corbin takes on the debuting Austin Aries in NXT. Now let's talk about Baron Corbin. When he comes out and he's wearing this flashy new ring vest, I like it. I like it with the what do you call them? The skulls and just it was awesome, badass for someone like Baron Corbin. I say Austin was getting pretty dominated in this match as well, because Corbin is a big man, you know. They want to make him looking dominant. But Austin is resilient. He's, as he calls himself, the greatest man alive. He's a cool dude. Personally, I wanted him to win too, Austin Aries, which he did after countering the end of days into a roll-up pin. 1, 2, 3, and you should have seen the surprise and disgust on Baron Corbin's face. Now let's talk about the match that stole the show, in my opinion. Sami Zayn taking on the debut of the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And may I just say, Nakamura's entrance, oh my god. Wow. Nakamura, I mean, there's two awesome entrances in NXT so far that I find are freaking amazing. Is Finn Balor, and now Shinsuke Nakamura. His entrance was just freaking awesome, like his entrances in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've seen Nakamura a couple times. I'm not gonna say I'm a pro at watching Nakamura, but he is one hell of a competitor. Now let's get into Nakamura and Sami Zayn. They were playing head games with each other to start out. Nakamura kind of messing with Zayn, getting in his head a bit, you know. Hey, I'm here. I'm finally here in NXT. I'm the king of head games. I'm the king of head strong style. What can you do, Sami Zayn? That's what he's basically saying. So, man, I was just blown away about how much performance was in this match. It was freaking amazing. Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura, probably the best wrestling I've seen in WWE in years. The best match in years. Nakamura wins with a crazy spinning kick to the head. I don't even know what to call that. And then Zayn is, disappointed, but it's his send-off. He's going to the main roster full time, so they have to, Plus, it's a big name like Nakamura debuting. They can't have Nakamura lose. So they hug it out to send Zayn to the main roster full time. As you know, Zayn is going to be in that 6-man Intercontinental Championship ladder match at WrestleMania. So, big thank you to Sami Zayn by the crowd. Thank you, Sami. Thank you, Sami, And now, we're getting the setup for the NXT Women's Championship. Holy crap. Bayley, Asuka, hard hit there, slap in the face there, kick, everything. These women held nothing back. And Vince McMahon, Big Daddy Vince, you better recognize, because Triple H knows what he's doing with the women's division up in NXT. So, they show Stephanie McMahon in the crowd, and I was dying because they were booing her out of the building like her name was Roman Reigns. Let me tell you, oh my God, I was laughing so hard. But, like I said, they had great back and forth. Bayley, Asuka, slap, kick. Oh, chokehold, everything, you know what I mean? Finally, Asuka blocks the belly to belly suplex and puts in the Asuka lock. It took Bayley a good minute. She was being resilient as she is. She's the champ. She's Bayley. They're not going to have her, tap out. So, Asuka lock taps, she passes out, she taps out by pass out, and Asuka is your new NXT Women's Champion. I predict Bayley to turn up on Raw next Monday night, because why not? It's time for Bayley to join the 4 Horsewomen up in Raw. And let's talk about now the main event of the evening. Finn Balor, the Demon, versus the submission specialist, Samoa Joe. Woo! They pan to the crowd to a surprising appearance in the crowd. You may know this man. He recently left TNA, and rumors have been spreading around that Bobby Roode is joining NXT. Well, I can now confirm those rumors are true, because Bobby Roode was shown in the crowd at NXT. And as a fan, yes, I marked the hell out. I watched Bobby Roode from TNA. I seen him wrestle live in TNA. I've seen him wrestle live in Global Force Wrestling. I met him there at Global Force Wrestling. He's a cool dude. Can't wait to see what he does in the future into NXT. Can't wait to see what his entrance is like. And can't wait to see if Eric Young joins him in NXT. And maybe James Storm will come back to NXT and we can have beer money in NXT instead of James Storm just being back in TNA. You know what I mean? But let's get into the main event. And when Joe enters first, of course, as the challenger. But then, as usual, we have Finn Balor, the champion. Epic face paint. Epic entrance. I did not expect... I know it's Texas. I did not expect Finn Balor to come out with a chainsaw like Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was so freaking epic. And I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't have his full back painted, like, because there's usually some cool artwork. But his face paint did the job. It's still epic. And they got started early, fighting, hitting hard. Joe was busted open early. And the doctors try everything they can here and there to stop the match. You got fans chanting, bullshit, this is bullshit, PG sucks, let Joe bleed, let Joe bleed. Because every 5 freaking minutes they would stop the match to glue up Samoa Joe. I mean, just, what the fans said, let him bleed. Give us the 5-star match we know this is. It still turned out to be a goddamn 5-star match in my opinion. That and Nakamura and Zayn are the 2 5-star matches in the show for me. Both stole the show. Finn Balor retains with a counter out of the Coquita clutch into a pinfall. But before that, let me go back. He hit the coup de grace, and then he was gonna go for his other finisher, but Joe, countered it, and then hit the Coquita clutch. But Finn Balor, of course, rolled into a pin and got the 1, 2, 3 to retain the title. Now, honestly, I thought Samoa Joe was going to take it here. Because if the rumors are true that the Bullet Club is supposed to debut on the main roster soon, like this week, I expected Balor to lose it and be called up and join Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows and possibly AJ Styles and the Balor Club, Bulletproof, whatever they're calling the Bullet Club. I always call it the Bullet Club because that's what I became a fan of, is the Bullet Club, the original, the most awesome faction in recent history. But it's okay. I did expect Samoa Joe to attack him after the match, which he didn't, calling and expecting the Balor Club to debut then, but that's okay too. It ended with what looked like show respect between the two men. All in all, this was an amazing NXT Takeover pay-per-view. I think it's going to be better than WrestleMania. That's just me, but it's still WrestleMania, so I'm going to love it no matter what. Sunday, I will have my WrestleMania podcast, the reviews and everything. I think the one match that will steal the show at WrestleMania is Shane McMahon versus Undertaker. That will steal the show. Or maybe AJ Styles and Y2J. Those two are going to go at it hard, fight. AJ Styles' first WrestleMania, he's got to make an impression. He's my favorite wrestler right now in WWE. But yeah, this Sunday night, WrestleMania review will go up. Thank you for joining me here on the Main Event Show podcast. I am your host. I love you, Wolfpack. I am Mr. Main Event, the Alpha Wolf, Sean B. And if you like this, give me a like, subscribe, favorite on my YouTube channel that this is posted on. And let me know how I did on my first show. And I thank you guys. Good night.